Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna do a tutorial for you guys using the MAC Warm Neutral Palette. It's kind of like it's been my go-to neutral look for like work and school, because the last few weeks of my semester have been like crazy, and I haven't been wanting to do any of my crazy colors like I usually always do. I usually always do a giant purple look or something, but it's been crazy, and I just been wanting to do like a simple look, so I've just been grabbing this palette. It's got all my highlights and my darks and everything. It just makes it really pretty. It's got a giant glare on it. I'm so sorry. It still has a glare on it, really. It's this palette. Their palettes are always like that, but if there's a glare, I'm sorry. But it's been a great neutral palette for me, so I've been using that as a go-to look. Just a quick update for anybody who was wondering. I'm so sorry that I haven't made a video in 2 weeks. Like I said before, I was busy with my school. It got kind of crazy with my last semester. I started a new job recently. I've been training, and I've been working a lot of hours in my training, and I was sick with some weird stomach flu, but thankfully that's all over with. I was not able to eat for like days. I was like starving to death when I finally got to eat. So yeah, that was where I've been, and I appreciate all of you who have been still hanging around even though I haven't made a video in 2 weeks. Remember that you can always follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you ever want to know where I'm at, because I'm always tweeting on Instagram. I'm always tweeting on Twitter to let everyone know what's going on. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me, and hopefully you like this video, and I will see you all in my next video. Thank you! Alright, I went ahead and did my eyebrows already, and I put my hair back so it's not in the way. I just skipped the video of doing my eyebrows because it takes me the longest, so I'm just going to go ahead right into the eyes. I'm going to be using my, like I said, I'm going to be using the MAC Warm Neutral Palette. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. Go ahead and put that on my eyelid. My hairs are still in my way. What is this? I love this primer. It's so good. It also gives me like a corrective color on my eyes, because my eyes are really kind of like what's the word? Kind of discolored, I guess. Because I rub my eyes a lot, and I don't get much sleep at night. I try to get sleep, but it doesn't always work. So I'm just gonna put that there. Make sure it's all blended out. You don't want everything ridiculous looking. Okay. Alright, now on a fluffy brush. That's my dog's barking and the mailman's here, I'm sorry. A large fluffy brush. I'm going to be taking Saddle, my mistake. Saddle's this one right here. I'll have all the colors listed down below for you all. And I'm going to take Saddle, and I'm going to do this as my transition color. So it's going to go right in here. Gonna put that in my crease. I am so sorry about my dog barking. The mailman's here, and they don't like the mailman. But what dog doesn't like the mailman? I don't like the mailman. He's weird. That was just a random 2 cents. Just so random. So anyways, put this into the crease. I put a lot of this in the crease just because it's like the main... Oh my goodness, my dog. If it's not one thing, it's another thing that he's barking at, so he's a big dog. Hopefully he's not too distracting to you guys. Okay, now on a kind of like a large, kind of like a shader brush, I'm going to be taking Hay. This is called Hay, which is that color right there. And I'm going to put that in my inner corner. Highlight. Taking a shader brush, and flat shader brush, this is just a Stone Akashic one. I'm going to take, this is Ginersnap, which is up here. That's going to go on my eyelid, my entire eyelid. Alright, now taking the same shader brush, I'm going to go in with, this is color Warm Breeze. And it's going to go right on top of Ginersnap. It's kind of going to make it kind of pink, but it's not so pink. It's kind of like a sand sangria. I was about to say sangria. Kind of like a warm pink. I don't know what the mailman's still doing here. Ooh. Now taking like a crease brush, I take this one. It's one from the Smashbox Full Exposure palette. I don't know. I'm gonna be taking dark Brew, which looks just like this. It's a really pretty, sparkly kind of like coffee brown. It's really pretty. I love this, and this goes in my crease. And this is gonna go right where saddle was. I keep wanting to call it saddle, and it's not. It's saddle. Go right where saddle was. Oh, there I go again. Saddle. And I'm going in circular windshield wiper motions just to get it all in that area of the crease. I do have bigger creases. I have like deeper and larger creases, like my eyelids, so I can actually get away with doing a lot of color in my crease. Now I'm going to take a clean fluffy brush. I'm going to make my MAC 224, which looks like this. And I'm going to go on these harsh edges and kind of just clean them up a little bit. Just blend them out. Not so harsh. So they look very, very uniform and pretty together. Alright, so taking a crease brush, another kind of like a packed crease brush, I'm going to be taking Dance in the Dark. Ow. Dance in the Dark, which is like this kind of like a brownish, dark brownish black color, and it's really pretty. It's like a dark, dark brown, but it's not like, it's almost black, but it's not black. And that's going to go right in the outer corner of my eyelid, like the outer corner V, if you want to call it that. This just goes in my outer corner, and I'm going to just go in windshield wiper motions, very slowly bringing it up into the crease. Just kind of like that. You only need a little bit of this color. These colors are so pigmented, it's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm going to take this crease brush and I'm going to blend it out again. Alright, so sometimes my lid color gets messed up with the crease color, so I'm going to go back in with Warm Breeze and I'm going to go back on top of that lid color just to fix them up a little bit. And then I will blend all this in with a big fluffy brush. Big fluffy crease brush or blending brush, whichever you prefer. And now for the highlight up on top, I'm going to use Hay again. And I'm just going to do this. It's going to help blend out those harsh edges as well. I'm going to take my blending brush just again to kind of blend all those harsh edges out. Okay, I don't know what is up with my lighting, but I don't know. So I'm going to do my eyeliner. I'm using my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Chuper. I love this liner. It's just awesome. Hopefully I stay in frame. I'm like blind when I do my eyeliner, unfortunately, so I had to get really close. So hopefully I stay in line for you guys. If I don't, I'm sorry. So I'm going to go in with my face now. I'm using, if I can find them, sorry, 2 primers. Well, yeah, well, 2 because this one's running out and this is another one. This is my BECCA EverMatte Pore Perfecting Primer. This is like the top stuff and it's pretty much out, so I'm having to squeeze the rest of it out. So it either shoots at my face or something or it shoots out somewhere and it's ridiculous, but it's awesome. It holds my oil all day and I love it. It's like, I know it's summertime here in where I live. This was like my best friend to hold my oil back and control everything, because without it, like, I would start getting splotchiness on my nose, because my nose is probably the oiliest of my face. Oh, the birds. Oh my goodness. If you hear the birds, I'm sorry. Must be a squirrel or something. Every time I do a video, the birds always end up getting, like, you know, ridiculous with the wildlife out there. Like, the squirrels end up making them mad or something like that. I'm gonna just go ahead and put this on my entire face. I usually don't put this on my entire face. I usually just do my T-zone area, and I do something else for, like, my cheeks. But I had enough, so I did on my face. And I'm gonna just use the Stay Matte one by Rimmel on my neck, if I can get it out of the tube. I can't get it out of the tube! Ah! Okay, we got it. And I do prime my neck, because I do put my foundation all the way down my neck, so I do prime my neck. It's always a good idea, because you never know. Okay. I am using, for foundation, if I can get it, I'm using the Revlon Color Stay Whipped Foundation, and I'm Buff. Usually I skip this in my videos, but today I decided to just put it in there, even though it's not, sorry. I dropped my Beauty by Blender. Even though it's not like a face tutorial, but I decided to just put this in there, because it's kind of like a full kind of my, so this is like my go-to stuff. This is my go-to kind of foundation. I always put it down my neck for some reason. I'm just weird like that. So I don't have that weird color on my foundation line or something like that, whatever you call it. Now that I look like I have a disease. Leprosy! Oh goodness. I look like I have a disease now. This is not a beauty blender. This is something, it comes from Ulta. I think it's called a precision blending sponge. It's like awesome. You get it at Ulta. I can probably link it down below if I'm able to. Yeah, I have to blend this out. Be careful with my eyebrows. Don't put foundation on the actual eyebrows because they're already done. I always feel weird when I have all these dots on my face because I look like I have a disease. So I always laugh when I do this in the morning. Like when I'm getting ready to go, it's just ridiculous. But I'm going to just go ahead and do this real quick. And my hair always gets stuck. I have actually never tried the original Beauty Blender. I need to try it one day. Okay, next is concealer. which is something I have been loving, absolutely loving this. It's the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Fair. I heard this is like a dupe for the NARS Creamy Custard Concealer. I like it. I use it for my eyebrows and underneath my eyes. So, I ran out of my matte Pro Longwear. So I've been using this. And this stuff is amazing. You would never know for a $6 foundation. A $6 concealer, this would be so good. This also helps my concealer. It also helps to clean up all the mess underneath my eyes that I make over here. So you don't have all this hanging down. Alright. Now I'm going to set all this, well, I'm going to set my under eyes first with my, it's called the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Settings Powder. It makes a complete mess, but it sets it really nicely. You could see it like literally coming off of the camera, like literally, if you could see it, it's ridiculous. See, like this stuff is so, it's so fine, but it makes a giant mess. Like it's going to get all over me now. But it sets everything. It sets my entire under eye concealer. Whatever I use, it sets it. Doesn't matter if it's like a $2 concealer, it sets it really nicely. And then for the rest of my face, I am going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder in Transparent. I use transparent when I use foundations, just so, I started doing that a long time ago. I just kind of like, I use this flat top kind of like powder. I'm getting it all over me. I use this flat top kind of like powder brush from e.l.f. to set everything. This helps to set my T-zone area, and then I use a big fluffy powder brush to set the rest of my face. Just so everything is nice and set. This sets my T-zone area, this flat top. This really helps to set that area so it doesn't get all oily and shiny and start moving around, because I hate that during the day when it's moving around. So I use a giant fluffy powder brush from Real Techniques to do the rest of my face. So I don't have like completely matte everywhere. I'm making funny faces when I do this stuff too. I'm making funny faces, that's probably what I'm doing. Alright, I finished my my bronzer and my blush and my highlighter because for some reason something happened to my camera and it shut itself off. So, yeah, I'm just, that's not in the film, or it's not in the movie or video, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I'm going to finish the eye look and put mascara on, and I'll complete the look. And I'm going to come back, so I'm going to come back in the palette and I'm going to grab Saddle. I said it right this time. Literally said it right this time. And it's going to go into, okay, so I'm going to take Saddle, and that's going to go on underneath the eyes. Lower lash line. Sometimes if I mess it up a little bit, I take my little setting brush from Real Techniques, and it kind of buffs it out a little bit. So I do keep that next to me when I'm doing my under eye, my lash line, sorry. Taking Dark Brew, gonna go completely, like, it's on top of Saddle, but not all the way over to the corner of the eye. Kind of like almost three quarters of the way in. Like that. And what I take is a flat shader brush and I kind of just blend that all out like this. I look away when I'm doing this. I don't like to look literally at the And then I'm going to take a little bit of dark Dance in the Dark. And that's going to go in the outer corner area of the lower lash line. Kind of connecting it to this little smoked out area that I created with my concealer. And it just goes in the corner right there. Gonna blend it all out. Trying to put myself in the eye. And then just to blend it all out, to buff everything out, to make sure I don't have any extra hanging out. I kind of take this Real Techniques setting brush, and I kind of just buff it all out. I'm going in with my just a regular black eyeliner for my waterline, which is the Fergie Wet n Wild No Edge Long Wear Eye Pencil. I actually really like this stuff. It's really nice. So just kind of put a little bit in here. I don't go all the way in, unfortunately. I'm paranoid about that. So just put a little bit in. This stuff is really good. It doesn't water my eyes. It does not. I mean, it moves, yes. It doesn't last all day. It doesn't really last all day, but it doesn't move around too much like a lot of other mascaras. I do like so I do like a mascara cocktail right now. My go-to kind of thing. It's my go-to kind of mascara thing. Too Faced Lashgasm. Too Faced Lashgasm, which is like one of my all-time favorites. And Too Faced Better Than Sex, or it's Lashgasm and Clinique High Impact Mascara. I did try the Full Bloom by CoverGirl, and it gave me a little volume, but I want more volume, so I'm actually going to go in with my Lashgasm for my bottom lashes, because I like this brush. This brush is really nice for the bottom lashes. It's a skinny, tiny brush, which is what I need for my bottom lashes. Move my hair out real quick. One thing you don't want is you don't want mascara in your hair. Then it just makes a mess everywhere. So I'm going to take the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara for my top lashes. I love this mascara. It's a little sample size that I got from the Too Faced Everything Nice palette, and I love it. I'm probably going to end up just going out and buying the big size because I really love it. And here we go. This is the finished look. Hopefully you guys can see it. It was using the MAC Warm Neutral palette, and I will have all the colors and products mentioned down below for all of you who are curious to what I used and probably couldn't hear me or couldn't see me in frame. So yeah, that's the finished look.